Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Happy full moon in Aries tonight. For those of you that have the full moon tonight, it is also known as the Hunter's Moon, the moon of the last harvest of the year. So there's three harvest moons, and this is the last one, which was, and still is, but was certainly very, very important to people in their past to make sure that they had everything that they needed to get through to the winter, right? But spiritually, we often talk about full moons as being about, releasing and this one isn't actually. This one you've done all that. You've done that so many times this year. With every full moon that has come around and I've said to you, it's time to release and let go and heal. Well, I think you have. I think you have. This is the one. This is the one that's about new beginnings, a new chapter in your life. For many of you, you are going to see changes. People in your lives, this could be family, friends, coworkers, whatever, that are not going to be there anymore because you're moving on to a new chapter. Maybe you're not moving on to a new city. And whatever it is, it's time to embrace it because these are the things that you've asked for. So you've asked all year for, good things to come in, new things to come in. It's not always what you think it's going to be, right? It's not always exactly how you think it's going to go down, but it's okay because this is what the spirit world has brought you. So that is my rant about this Aries full moon. It has been a little wonky, though. I have to say, it's been a bit of a weird week for me. But I've been working a lot, so I just blame it sometimes on just being tired. But definitely, people are a little bit edgy. So just remember that over the next few days, because that's energy will dissipate like it always does. But please embrace your journey. Embrace your new path. Take advantage of this new chapter because it's really exciting. I'm just going to pull a few cards. These are my Earth Magic cards, which I love using for full moons and new moons and all of that stuff we have here. So we have the Milky Way is the first card that I pulled, which is all about perspective. And usually certainly in tarot, if you get the Hangman, it's all about seeing things from a different perspective. And I think that that's what these new beginnings in this new chapter has to be. Like I had just said, you need to embrace it. And, in some ways you're going to have to look at it from a different experience. From a different perspective, but look at this. Like you cannot make this up. Look at this. This is the full moon card. This is the completion card. This is it. Like this is the end of the old cycle and moving into the new cycle, moving into that new beginning and that new chapter of your life, which is very, very exciting. And the last one card that I'm going to pull for you is the summer solstice. Not really as worried about the summer solstice, but definitely the radiance because this is truly your time to shine. You have planted your seeds and it is now your turn. So I'm very excited for the collective this evening. This is wonderful. We have Trish on the line from Princeton, Illinois, or Tish on the line, sorry, from Princeton, Illinois.
Yes, hi.
Hi, Tish. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, good. What can I do for you this evening?
I was wondering if there's any messages from my husband or a general reading.
Messages like, has your husband passed away?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So sorry to hear that.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
let me see if I can bring him in for you. I'm just going to take a sip of water because I'm feeling something's coming there. Okay, Tish, I'm getting the feeling that did your husband pass quite quickly? Kind of unexpected?
Yes, it was complications from a stroke.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So, is it like heart complications? Because I'm definitely getting some pains in my chest, but not that that really matters. I'm just trying to get. I don't have a lot of
Um,
time. So,
yeah, I put him in a nursing home so I can finish packing because I wasn't able to take care of him. And while he was in the nursing home for that week, they said that I guess, just stopped breathing, and it was unexpected because he was doing good.
yeah, and that's how I feel. And the first message that he gave to me was, I'm sorry. So I usually get that sorry when it's so quickly. when somebody's passed away quickly and they didn't get a chance to say goodbye. So that's the feeling that I'm getting from him. Um,
Okay.
and which I mean, which makes sense, right? Based on the situation. But I am going to tell you that he is definitely at peace and he is definitely healthy and happy. So the person that you saw at the end of his life, like in the nursing home, is not that person anymore, right? Like
That's
the
good.
symptoms are gone, the illnesses are gone. But he is telling me I'm getting a little teary, so he's getting, you know what I mean. He's definitely quite emotional. But he definitely feel what he's trying to tell me is that complications after the stroke or not, like this was his time. It was his time to go. He wasn't healthy, and it sucks living on earth when you're not healthy. Like it just does. Um,
Yeah.
and and even
He,
though
he was,
I know how much you miss him, and that doesn't make it any better. But from his point of view, he was like, my body just wasn't working anymore,
you know,
and
he was bed bound.
yeah, and that doesn't match his personality, right? Like for me, like what the personality that's coming through, like it's like, no, this needed to end. But please know that he is watching over you and he's always with you. You have children? Feel that you do?
Yes.
Okay. So it's the children that I mean, obviously he said he didn't get to say goodbye to everybody, but he's the children he's definitely watching over. You know what I mean? He's with the children all the time. Um, he's telling He's saying to me, I know it's so hard for you to try to, comfort them and explain everything to them. Um, because it doesn't really matter how old you are when you lose your parent, right? It's just hard to take it. And it's a lot of sadness, but let them grieve is what he's telling me. And just be there. You just have to be there. There's no right or wrong for any of this, and they are going to heal. They are going to heal.
Okay.
Oh, he's very sweet, eh? Does he have like a sister that has passed over? Or
Yeah, he's got a sister that's alive, but his mom um, was carrying a child, and I don't know if it was a boy or a girl, but she had a miscarriage.
oh, okay. Okay, because there's like a sister with him. That's
Oh,
coming through
okay.
quite clearly. So that must be who it is. Wow. Oh, that's kind of nice. Like, in a weird kind of way, in a medium kind of way, I guess. But you know
His
what I mean?
mom
Like,
passed away. His mom passed 6 months before him, and his dad 5 years before him.
oh wow. So he is surrounded by a lot of people then for sure.
That's good.
um,
That's good.
it is good. Oh, he's definitely pushing down on my heart. So he's not really somebody's got some heart issues going on. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Are you healthy? Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, under a lot of stress. It's been a year and a half, but it just feels like yesterday.
Oh, absolutely. It takes time. It takes time, Tish. You have to give yourself the time, and there's no right amount of time to grieve a loss like this. Like, some people will tell you, "Oh, you'll be better in a year." Well, maybe you will. Maybe you won't be better for 2 years, but it doesn't matter because it's your time to heal, right? Um, but
Right.
just know that every day it's going to get better. And I want you to reach out to your husband. Excuse me. I want you to reach out to him and ask him for guidance, ask him to help you. Especially when you're having really bad days. Just say, like, I need you to be with me today. I need you to help me get through the day. And he will. He absolutely will.
I
Then we'll
talk
get
to him every day in the car. I ask him to play his
oh,
favorite
good.
song.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Because he so wants to do that for you. He so wants to do that.
Yeah. And
Um,
the family home, his half now goes to me, and the other half goes to his sister. And I've just been dealing with a lot of stress with that. And I'm just waiting for
yeah.
her to get things together so it can be sold. It's been 9 months since
Okay.
she was supposed to sell the house, and it hasn't sold yet. She's just taking her time, and she
Yeah.
won't give me the rest of our stuff out of the house, and
Okay.
it's just
That,
stressful.
that is very stressful. There's somebody, it's either you need to talk to somebody about that or somebody's going to somebody else needs to talk about something because my throat chakra was closing over there for a bit, and it's usually a
Oh,
sign that somebody needs to talk about something. So either you need to talk to somebody about getting all of that legal stuff under control, right? Maybe you just
right,
have to have like a really honest, direct conversation with the sister, you know? Maybe that's all
right.
maybe that's all it's gonna have to be. But, or the other thought that came to my mind is that maybe one of your children need to talk to somebody, like, and they're because they're having a hard time, like maybe a harder time than you're realizing. And like, I'm not saying that for sure. I'm just saying that these are the things that are kind of coming across because my throat chakra was getting a little wonky there.
Yeah, yeah, I
Does that
understand.
does that make sense to you? Yeah. You know what? And
It does.
you could be the person that they need to talk to. You know what I mean? Really, like just because it's getting. How long has it been since he's passed? Did you say a year? A little over a year?
July last year. It's been a year and a half.
Just all right, a year and a half. Well, that's not very long. So, you
No,
know, just yeah, just be there for your like, just be the way you've been for your kids because they love you so much and he loves you so much. And I'm so happy to hear that you're talking to him all the time. That means so much to the spirits
I
on the
get in
other
the
side.
car and I look. I get in the car and I look up to the sky and I love you, Dan. Every time I get in the car, every time I go to bed, I tell him I love
Yeah.
you to the ashes and I talk to him.
I think that he's probably a little bit closer to you than you realize because I am getting like I only have like another minute, but I just want to tell you, Tish, when you get that fuzzy feeling like around your arms and stuff sometimes, or like sometimes you get like little chills when you're sitting like watching
Yeah.
TV and stuff, that's your husband giving
Yes.
you a hug. Okay? That's
Oh,
him.
really?
Yeah. So
That sounds amazing because I get chill goosebumps
yeah,
all the time.
that's what he told me. So I
Oh.
want you to take care of you and your children, okay? Thanks for
All
calling
right.
in.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Bye bye.